All right, guys. Well, getting ready to hit the road. Head up to Wichita, Kansas. Got the trailer loaded up. Can't remember if I have my little blocks of wood. I got one there. Got to find the other one. Got the good old tool bag, my straps, my come along, my lights. All right, check. Got the dolly on, you know. The thing's been through hell already. And I don't know where my other little block is, so I guess I'll grab one of these pieces of wood. I never know how low these cars are, so I always have to have some piece of wood. That one's nice and broke. Someone ran over it like a freaking dummy. So there, looks like tires are still good. Yeah, good enough anyways. Good enough for a Honda. That's why I always use the dolly. You know, people always ask, oh, why don't you just get a big trailer? Well, one, I use my 1500 to pull with it, or to pull the cars, and it just doesn't really like pulling big trailers just because it's finally getting some miles on it. I mean, I bought this truck, it had like 90,000 miles on it. I have like 170,000 miles on it now, and I've had it for, shoot, I don't know, 3 years. I mean, I drive the crap out of this thing, and that dolly, it's just super light, and I mean, I always buy Hondas, so you know, it's just easy to load them up on there and just be gone. You know, the trailer just takes more time and to load up, and it's heavier, and you know, less gas mileage and all that. So and plus I just don't want to wear my truck out like that. So got everything loaded up, looks like. So I'm gonna head up there, try to videotape a little bit along the way. It's kind of hard to make these vlog type deals, but I really do like trying to make them. So here we go. Here comes Hallett. So this Hallett is like, I don't know, I've been on the road for like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, something like that. So it's pretty sweet being this much closer to the racetrack. I haven't gotten to come a lot of times this year just yet. I think we've been twice this year so far. So, but it is very close to my shop. This is literally right on the highway, right down the street. Basically just hop on the highway, come get off right there, and then Hallett is over here, right over the hill. You'll be able to see it here in a second. I'm sure probably no one's out there. It's Monday, you know, so it's pretty dead on Mondays, I'm sure. But there it is. There's a sign for it. Kind of back in the woods there. Kind of hard to see, but there's the racetrack. Hope to get some more time in. If you guys are in Tulsa, definitely come check that out. It's very, very close. Well, we made it to Kansas. This is what it's looked like the entire drive right here. Nothing. It's a pretty boring drive from Oklahoma to Kansas, I'll tell you that. So, we're about 10 minutes out. So I'll hop off the highway here pretty soon. I got a few things to take care of while I'm in Wichita, and then we'll go pick up this car. All right, made it to Wichita. Picked up another EM1, pretty original paint. Aside from the front has been redone. So we're gonna get this thing back. This does have a B series in it. It's got full interior, and unfortunately the door panels are not in that great of condition. You know, typical, but it's got everything else. Got the cluster, got everything else original. Headliner was redone. Doesn't look too bad, not my favorite, but you know, at least it's a complete car. Doesn't run and drive. We do need to look at some things on that, but you know, we'll pull it up, pull it apart. Doesn't have the wheels, but you know, it is what it is. So we'll get this thing back and get ready to get on the road. Well, just about had my first catastrophe. The wheel was not tightened down in the back. That's one of my rules. I always check the wheels to make sure that they're tight. And I didn't check, and this thing was like 2 seconds from falling off. It was wobbling sideways, and they were all the way backed off. So I had to get out, stop in the middle of the freaking road to get it tight enough to pull over into the parking lot. It could have been a real bad day right there. And then I didn't have any extra lug nuts in here, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to roll with 3, but so got it fixed up. Now we'll hit the road again. All right, last gas stop before we get home. Mavericks over here on the highway. Well, everything's going good after I tighten the wheel down. There's this one right here that's missing the lug nut. This thing was wobbling back and forth. Oh man, that could have been a real bad day. Real bad day. Anyways, so everything's good now. I've already posted this car on Facebook. I already have people asking about it. Of course, the worst thing about it is probably, you know, front end doesn't match, and the door panels aren't the best, but hey, you know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And when you buy EKs, 90% of the time you lose because of the door panels. So, but either way, we're gonna get in here, get to moving. Almost a Hallett up there, so you know, Hallett is real close to the shop. So luckily I'm on this side of town now, where our shop is closer to this side of the highway, but you know, kind of made some people upset that I moved all the way over there versus the other side, but you know, I mean, we had to do what we had to do. So anyways, we'll get back on the road and let's get home. All right, we are back home, and I forgot that I have the hood strapped down because it wouldn't latch all the way, but that's okay because we'll fix that. So we're gonna get this thing unloaded. I'm gonna push it over on the side. I'm gonna definitely wash it. You know, I didn't realize that there wasn't any window tint on here. It's pretty cool. Maybe I might have to keep it since that's one of my checklist items. No window tint. I absolutely hate window tint. Anyways, it's got some cool snow tires on it, Yokohama's, and they're like super sticky from that's crazy. This is the second car I've had with snow tires. One of the other Integras that we had, it came with snow tires, and I actually had to sell it with them on there. And the guy, it was funny, it was funny because the guy saw him and he was like, dude, those are awesome, man. He's like, those are awesome snow tires. I was like, sure, I guess, I don't know. I was like, I've never had a set of snow tires. I've always just had a truck. But either way, we're gonna get this unloaded, get some stuff figured out. Definitely some things I want to clean up on it, and then you know, get this listed. I think we're gonna post the roller somewhere around like 35, 32, 3,000, somewhere in there. It is a clean title. There is no rust on this car at all that I've seen. Like, all the fenders are good. It still has the original plastic, or rubber, which I don't really like, but you know, it is what it is. There's nothing under there. Clean title. Everything looked pretty clean underneath. Missing a spoiler. This is the third one I've had missing a freaking spoiler, but either way, yeah, no rust here. Everything's good here. No rust in the quarters back here. So yeah, it's pretty solid. Still has the rear mud flaps. The fronts are gone, but hey, that's all right. You know, it is what it is. So let's get her unloaded. All right, it's amazing what a good soapy bath will do to a car that hasn't been cleaned in probably a year. Obviously it's still wet, so it's gonna look super good, which it obviously could look that good if it just got repainted, sanded, re-cleared a little bit. I mean, honestly, it's really not that bad. Probably the worst of it is on the roof where it's starting to peel a little bit. Obviously this fender doesn't match. They probably painted it but didn't use a single stage clear, or they used a single stage. They didn't use a dual stage like in a clear spray bottle or something like that. But I mean, obviously you can tell that it's definitely got potential. It looks like it's got a little bit of hail damage on the roof. A couple little dings here, a couple little dings over there. But aside from that, man, it's a pretty good start to a project for an EM1, guys. So hit me up if you're in the market. All right, to further this video, it did come with a B16A3 and the original EM1 transmission out of this original car. So 153 on the VIN, 153 on the firewall. The block is said to have been sleeved and fully forged. I don't know, I can't verify that right now. So this engine is going to come out. We're going to leave all the AC, all the power steering, like all that crap in there for someone that wants to buy the roller, so you can have all the AC, power steering options in this car. Interior wise, like I said, it's decent. Obviously door panel, not the best, but not the worst I've seen, that's for sure. That one too. Headliner's been redone. Dash, you know, cluster, it's missing whatever that thing is. I think it's the power mirror switch or whatever. Looks like the grills are missing on the doors, but I haven't gone through the whole thing, so shoot, they might be in there. But either way, we are going to pull this out and I am going to sell this roller, so let me know.